Welcome back to Return My Capital. It is time for our weekly dividend roundup. We'll cover ex-dividend dates, we'll cover dividend changes, whether that be an increase or a decrease, and then we'll finally wrap up on upcoming dividend payouts for the week ahead. That'll be April 14th to, the 18th. So looking at the week ahead, we'll start out here with any dividend changes. So we've got Agree Realty Corporation, ticker ADC. They were paying 25.3 cents. Now they're paying 25.6 cents. So just a 1% increase on that real estate investment trust. We've also got CSW Industrials, ticker CSWI. They will be paying out their next dividend on May 9th. The upcoming ex-dividend date is April 25th here. And they announced a pretty solid 12.5% dividend increase. That yield is now 0.36%. We've got Fastenal Company, ticker FAST, F-A-S-T. There will go ex-dividend again, or as well, April 25th, paying out May 23rd. They were paying 43 cents. They bumped that up to 44 cents, so a 2.3% increase. So a little over a 2% yield. They are a dividend aristocrat, 26 years. They sound familiar. Let's take a look at Fastenal here. What do? Oh, they're an industrial. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So fasteners, that makes sense. Industrial supplies, very good. Yeah, you look at their revenue, that's actually pretty solid. Real nice dividend CAGR on Fastenal here of 12%. Again, dividend aristocrat. So it might be one to check out. That's interesting. How have they been doing? Wow, yeah, up over 15% over the past year, really hanging in there. They were at 83, now they're at 80. Not bad. Okay, moving on. We've got last dividend change to announce. Procter & Gamble, ticker PG, Dividend King, almost 70 years of increasing dividend payouts. That's got to be one of the longest streaks in the entire world. But 5% increase announced to the Procter & Gamble dividend that will be paying out on May 15th. They go ex-dividend in about a week here. I'm recording this on Sunday the 13th, so they go ex-dividend on April 21st, so 2 Mondays from now. But 5% increase, Procter & Gamble now pays a 2.5% dividend. So that is, fortunately, the end of the dividend changes. No decreases, no eliminations. That's always good news. So we'll move on to upcoming ex-dividend dates. So again, Monday, April 14th. So these are companies that are going ex-dividend on the 15th, Tuesday. So if you want to participate in the upcoming dividend distribution, you need to own them by close of business on Monday. And we've got AbbVie, ticker ABBV. It's been a real nice dividend growth from the pharmaceutical space company. So they will be paying out on May 15th, and that will be $1.64 per share. Shares are currently 175, so the yield is 3.75. AbbVie, they split out, I believe, from Abbott Laboratories. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but they have been a dividend growth beast for the past few years. They've got a 7.5% CAGR. I mean, just look at that dividend growth from 2014. They were paying $1.66 up to last year's $6.20. So just phenomenal dividend growth on AbbVie over the years. But also on Monday, last chance to buy, if you will, you've got Abbott Laboratories, ticker ABT. They will also pay out on May 15th, and that will be 59 cents per share. Shares are currently 127, so slightly under a 2% yield there. And they've been paying a dividend for 12 years. You've also got on Monday American Financial Group, AFG. They'll be paying out April 25th, 80 cents per share for a 2.5% yield. What else do we need to own by close of business on Monday? Oh, nothing too notable. So let's move on to Tuesday, April 15th. We've got Global Water Resources, ticker GWRS. I'm struggling. Just 2.5 cents per share, but shares are only $10, so a 3% yield. Global Water Resources, they've been paying a dividend for 11 years. And we've got PNC Financial Services, ticker PNC. They'll be paying out May 5th, $1.60. So 4.2% yield there on that financial. Lastly, for Tuesday, you've got Winnebago Industries. WGO is the ticker symbol. I want to look them up just to make sure I'm not losing my mind that they are actually the company that makes Winnebagos, the RVs. Let's see. Yeah, okay, recreational vehicles, very good. But they'll be paying out on April 30th, 34 cents per share. Shares are currently $31, so almost a 4.5% yield on Winnebago. Wednesday, April 16th. So these are companies that will be going ex-dividend on April 17th. You've got Colgate-Palmolive, another dividend king. We mentioned Procter & Gamble earlier. Now you've got Colgate-Palmolive going ex-dividend on the 17th. Ticker is CL. They'll be paying out May 15th, 52 cents per share. Shares are currently $94 even, so 2.2% yield. Again, a real nice, strong dividend king there. You've also got Pentair, ticker PNR, paying out on May 2nd, 25 cents per share. Shares are $82, so 1.2% yield. 49 years of dividend payments there for Pentair, so almost a dividend king. One more year to go. You've also got RPM International, ticker RPM. Makes it easy to remember, paying out on April 30th, 51 cents per share. Shares are $104, so 2% yield. 51 years of dividend payments for RPM. Let's take a look at RPM. I've heard of them before, but it's not ringing a bell. What does RPM do? Okay, chemicals. Okay, so what? Probably one of the largest companies from the chemical sector. Interesting. Yeah, 13.5 billion market cap, 2% forward yield. What's dividend growth been like? Oh, not bad on the growth. Dividend growth, yeah, 6.5%. Dividend king, 50 years of payouts. Not too shabby. Let's see. Balance sheet isn't too terrible. Dividend growth back in 2014, they were paying 98 cents. Last year, they paid 189, so not too bad. Okay. So if you're looking for a dividend king from the materials sector, there you go. You got RPM. What else do we have for Wednesday? You've got WD-40 Company, ticker WDFC. Probably don't need any introduction to what they sell there. Paying out on April 30th, 94 cents per share. Shares are 222, so 1.7% yield and 16 years of dividend payments for WD-40. Last company for Wednesday, you've got Williams Sonoma, ticker WSM. They won't be paying out dividend until May 24th, but that will be 66 cents per share. Shares are just under 150, so let's say a 1.8% yield on Williams Sonoma. I bet they've been getting hammered lately with the tariff stuff. Let's see. Yeah, end of January, they were up at 217. Now they're under 150. Yeah, they've been getting beat up. I mean, really, any company that imports a lot of consumer goods is going to get hammered. 7.5% short interest. That's pretty significant for an 18 billion market cap company. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Last day this week, actually, because Friday is a market closed day because of Good Friday. So Thursday, April 17th, last chance to own these to be able to participate in the upcoming dividend distribution. You've got Bank of New York Mellon, ticker BK. They'll be paying out on May 2nd, 47 cents per share, almost a 2.5% yield there on that financial. You've got Caterpillar, ticker CAT, and they'll be paying out May 20th, 141 per share, so almost $1.50 per share. That's pretty nice. Shares are a little under $300, so almost a 2% yield right now on Caterpillar, dividend aristocrat. You've got Procter & Gamble, and that ticker, we already talked about them, but ticker PG, they'll be paying out May 15th, just over $1 per share. Shares are 167, so 2.5% yield on that 69-year dividend-paying dividend king. So that'll close things out for the upcoming ex-dividend dates this week. We'll close things out now with companies that will be paying a distribution this week, which is always welcome news. You've got Best Buy, ticker BBY, paying out on the 15th, so Tuesday, 95 cents per share, 6% yield. You've got Cardinal Health, ticker CAH, also paying out the 15th, just over 50 cents per share, 1.5% yield. Cincinnati Financial, CINF, a regional bank, paying out on the 15th, 87 cents per share, 2.7% yield. Camden Property Trust, CPT, paying out on the 17th, 33.5 cents per share. No, that's wrong. $1.05 per share, almost a 4% yield on that REIT. What else do we have paying out this week? Quest Diagnostics, ticker DGX, paying out on April 21st, 80 cents per share, 2% yield. DTE Energy, a big utility company in the Midwest, ticker DTE, paying out on the 15th, $1.09 per share, 3.5% yield. Ecolab, ticker ECL, paying out on the 15th. God, a lot of companies paying out on the 15th. 65 cents per share, a 1.1% yield. What else do we have paying us this week? We've got Essex Property Trust, a big REIT. ESS is the ticker symbol. You guessed it, paying out on the 15th, which is Tuesday, over two and a half, excuse me, let's just say it like this, $2.57 per share coming your way for nearly 4% yield. You've got Fifth Third Bank Corp, Fifth Third Bank, another regional bank paying out on the 15th. FITB is the ticker symbol, 37 cents per share for a 4.4% yield. What else do we have paying us this week? You've got Federal Realty Investment Trust, FRT, very, very popular REIT, paying out on April 15th, $1.10 per share coming your way, 4.9% yield. Curious to check out how Federal Realty Investment has done. Let's see. Yeah, it was up at 117, down to 90 right now. It's been getting beat up a little bit, but I was expecting worse, to be honest, just because of the concerns around Doge eliminating government jobs and the implications that could have for government offices maybe no longer being needed. But moving on, we've got Innovative Industrial Properties, IIPR, paying out on the 15th, $1.90 per share, 15% yield. Was IIPR one of the marijuana farming REITs, something like that? What do they do? Oh, management. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, it was a cannabis facility REIT. And if you've paid any attention to that space, that's been just absolute disaster for the past few years. Let's see, IIPR was up at 140, let's say, down to under 50 now. No bueno. 5% short interest. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that 15% yield to stick around for too long. Moving on, we've got Intuit, ticker INTU, paying out on April 18th, $1.04 per share, 0.7% yield. What else do we have paying us this week? Motorola Solutions, ticker MSI, paying out on the 15th, $1.09 for a 1% yield. New York Times Company, NYT is the ticker symbol, paying out on the 17th, 18 cents per share, 1.5% yield. Bank OZK, paying out on the 21st, 43 cents, 4.5% yield. What else do we got? Getting towards the end of this. We've got Republic Services, ticker RSG, paying out on the 15th, 58 cents per share, 1% yield. RSG is very similar to a waste management, a very, let's say, defensive company. We're not going to remove the need for waste removal, trash removal anytime soon. Anything else paying out this week of note? You've got Thermo Fisher Scientific, ticker TMO, paying out, you guessed it, April 15th, 43 cents per share, 0.4% yield. I'm curious. I looked at Thermo Fisher a year or two ago. That share price was booming at the time. Yeah, I mean, you see over the last 5 years, a little all over the place. Going back 5 years, 319, peaked up here at 644, currently trading at 438. What have they done from a dividend growth perspective? Wow. Yeah. 5-year CAGR of 15%. Payout ratio is only 7% on Thermo Fisher. Obviously, the yield is minimal at just 0.4%, but that's impressive growth. And with a payout ratio of just 7%, you can probably expect that incredible growth to continue. So maybe something to look at if you're focused on dividend growth with Thermo Fisher Scientific there. Closing things out for upcoming dividend distributions this week, we've got U.S. Bancorp, ticker USB, paying out on the 15th, 50 cents per share, 5.3% yield on that financial. And the last one here, Willis Towers Watson, ticker WTW, paying out April 15th, 92 cents per share, 1.1% yield. So that wraps up our dividend roundup for the week ahead. Again, April 14th through the 19th. The markets are closed on Friday the 19th for Good Friday, but hope you got something from this. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. Enjoy the week ahead. Bye-bye.